First day of practice, I tell you what, I love the energy, staff and player. Obviously, I'll say that, hey, this program won their last 2. Right now, it was like the end of November. They haven't had a ball and a helmet with a staff since then. One of the advantages of earning a trip to a bowl game is the extra practices. We have not had those, so we're anxious. But hey, with staffs in place, I want to mention that we've hired Vince Reynolds as a D-tackle coach. Wealth of experience. He's got a history with Kurt Maddox, and it's going to be a great addition to our staff. But back to the first day, I think everybody's again eager and wanting to put their best foot forward. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
You mentioned energy, so did you feel like there was a lot of teaching that had to be done? Because like you said, I mean, you haven't been on the field.
Yeah, it's again, repeating myself, we got an elite coaching staff, and we got great teachers. But it's gonna take some time. Ideally, we want to pick 5 or 6 things on each side of the ball and special teams. Get really good at those. Not try to get everything in them, at them right off the bat. But the teaching piece of this is, I mean, that's what we are, teachers. You coach and teach. It's the same whether you're teaching math or teaching ball. So we got a good group, and I'm looking forward to as this thing progresses.
How valuable is this spring for you and the staff? I mean, because you had a known commodity where you were at Ohio. So here's, just a totally different, roster.
Sure it is, and there's been some learning curve for me and our staff. Where's the clocks at, and things like that. But I really am excited. You mentioned previous springs for me. Being honest with you, last spring we had a lot of new faces. Now, not as many as I probably have here because it's all new. But I will tell you that. That's where college football is, as you guys know. There's going to be roster turnover, at most programs, and we have it. But I think, our first opponent has it. I think our second opponent probably has that, and so on. So that's the environment we're in, and our staff's going to have a plan, and we're going to attack it.
What do you like about your quarterback room? Looks pretty intriguing.
Again, first day, I'd like to watch the film. Knock on wood, I don't know if we had a turnover today. Isn't that good? TFC, Charlotte doesn't beat Charlotte. So I got to watch the film. But I want great competition. We want leadership. And it's going to be an ongoing battle. It should be an interesting one.
Coach, we talked about the limited time that you guys obviously have in the spring. What did you like about the efficiency, the way guys are getting through drills? They're getting from one thing to the other. Yeah. They're really getting that work.
I think that's a direct reflection of our coaching staff and their expectations. Our staff is the elite, as I've said. I'm going to continue to use that word. And they are going to set expectations, and with really good leadership, those expectations will turn into standards. And we're not there yet. Our attention to detail, not very good. I was disappointed early. I don't know if you can read my body language. I'm a guy on body language, and mine was not whispering. It was screaming on some of the attention to detail. But it's day one, and I challenged them after practice today. A big thing for me in the fall is you have your biggest jump from game 1 to game 2. All right, and we need to have a big jump from Tuesday's practice to Thursday, and then Thursday to Saturday. That's going to be our goal. We're not going to be perfect, but we're going to strive to be.
We talk about your defense. Obviously, so many new faces.
Yeah. That's a great question. I think I wrote a couple notes down on that. The big challenge for our defensive staff, we've got a great group, some great minds. I mean, it's really, really good scheme things. And repeating myself, pick 4 or 5 things. It's going to be really challenging for those guys to pick the best 4 or 5 things that fits our personnel. We're not even got to third down yet. Because I think we got some talented group. You're going to talk to one of them right here in just a minute with JQ. But they're going to be challenged on picking the right stuff that fits our personnel, and not trying to master everything. If that, what do you want to be good at? And that's going to be my job to either pull back the reins or hit the brakes on some things. So that's where it's at.
After just being introduced and getting to this point now, just for you, just How nice is it to be actually out on this football field and just getting to work?
I am much more comfortable out on the field than I am in front of the cameras. I will tell you guys. You guys know that's not my cup of tea. But I mean, I'm coaching ball, and I do it for a living, not a living. And I just love watching the guys and the growth. But there's a lot of smiles today. You as a coach, you're worried about going against each other and just the helmets, and you know there's that fine line. But really, for the first day, the guys responded well, and I'm in a good place. I'm in my happy place.
Coach, you talk about the elite coaching staff, but who are some of those guys that are kind of stepping up as player leaders, and how did you see them kind of start to, I guess, assert themselves today?
Yeah, you know, you're going to talk to JQ, I think, and Johnny. I mean, elite guys. I mean, just great men, great teammates. Have made an unbelievable impression on our staff. I want to give a shout out to Jalar Holly, defensive tackle. He's on his third head coach. Just a warrior. I'm very proud of him and his progress off the field as well as on the field. He's battered and bruised and been through a lot of things, but he has really taken on the D-line room along with Coach Maddox and Coach Reynolds and bought into their message, and he is helping some younger guys. So I want to single out Jalar, really, to be honest with you. And then offensively, we'll have there's guys that are going to rise up. But Johnny is a proven player, but a better person than player. I mean, so.
It's been 100 days since you took this job. Do you feel like you're getting settled in?
Well, I have a few boxes still at the house. We got to move some furniture around, but it's been great. Brooke and I have been. The community has embraced us. The university, administration. I mean, it is like very passionate. That's a word I said about our fan base, but we're blessed to serve this university, its leadership, and this football team. I mean, literally, I got goosebumps. So.
Anything else? Coach, thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
thanks for coming, man.
Of course.
We really appreciate it. We got a long way to go. All right, but the guys are eager.